Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and this testing Tuesday, we're going to be testing the Canis Kamacho. I think that's how it's pronounced. I really do like this truck. It is actually, for a truck, it is very fast. Obviously, I'm not going to be going down the hill extremely fast. But before I did a video when it wasn't once it came out, but it was close to when it came out, I think. The Contender. Yeah, when I got the Contender, that was what I thought was the fastest truck in the game. And then this came out. I think it was the fastest truck in the game as of when that vehicle came out. But when this came out, my one friend bought it, and he was driving it, and I pulled out my Contender thinking that if we did like a little drag race, I would win, and this thing destroyed it. So that made me want to do a video on this. I've had the vehicle for quite a while now, I just haven't gotten around to doing a video on it yet. Oh god, this isn't gonna be good. We're gonna try to hold this. We're not gonna, but we tried. That's a tree. Hey! It's a very strong truck, as you can tell. I didn't lose a single headlight. I lost my rear right tail light, but oh well. Well, obviously the tail light's in the rear. There's no other place to go to. I really do like the truck. It's based off of, I don't remember what kind of Jeep, but I'll probably have it in the title or something. I'm kind of stepping away from doing that in the title because some people are like, oh, it's going to be a Bel Air, but it's talking about a Tornado, which is the in-game version of it and all that. So I'm trying to just keep it like its own separate thing. I have used the vehicle quite a bit. Me and my friends tried to do a thing where we drive all the way around the outside of the map without using any roads, which would be like the beaches, and then you gotta crawl across rocks and stuff, which was somewhat difficult. And this was a pretty good vehicle to do that because of the height clearance. But the only issue really with it was the wheelbase. The wheelbase kind of got rid of the clearance, which those of you who don't know what the wheelbase is, it's the distance between wheel to wheel. And when you have a long wheelbase, it kind of gets rid of any of the clearance that you had, which is not a really good feature about this truck, but it's not like it's impossible to get over taller rocks or anything in this game. But it is nice to be able to do that when you want to. Like I said, it's fast in a straight line. Handling is not great. Brakes aren't great. Really, it's like they just took a truck and they filled it with stuff. Like, they filled it with as much horsepower as you could get out of it, because this is a fast truck. I'm expecting the time to be probably in the top 30, which is about a third of the entire list that I have. But I really can't think of much more about this, so let's head on over to the leaderboard. Head over to the test track and see what we can get with this. Okay, let's see what we can get with this bad boy. I did look at pictures to try to get this set up the way I wanted it, but I really couldn't find it. Like, I couldn't find anything that would go exactly the way I wanted it. And I kind of don't remember the handle on the rear of this being orange. but I guess it is, so now that's going to annoy me for eternity unless I paint the whole truck orange, which I will probably not do. I don't think it'd look bad if you did like a, I think it was always like sunset orange or something like that. I like that color on some vehicles. I usually only did that with the lifted up Mesa. Ooh, we carried some good speed that turn. I mean, that was the first big turn we had to do, but to carry good speed is very helpful. Everything feels like we're going all good. I have to brake early on this one. Try to stay with the yellow line. I don't think acceleration's gonna be good. I mean, it does have fairly good acceleration, but I think compared to the other cars, it's not gonna be very good. Because this has a lot of weight on it. Came close to the sign. The fact that I had to let off the gas around the turn is a very good sign that we're carrying some good speed. I had to do it there too. I think we're gonna have a pretty good time. Push the cars to their absolute limit. Okay, final straight stretch. I kind of like, I didn't really notice before the way that the license plate's hooked on the bumper like that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, we want to stay in the yellow and across the line. What did we get? 2 minutes 16.730 seconds. That sounds like a fairly good time. But let's head on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. As you can see, the Canis Kamacho finished in 36th place at 2 minutes 16.730 seconds, right behind the Rapid GT. It is about where I said it was gonna be. I said top 30, but it ended up being in 36th, so it was fairly close. This is the 100th video. Finally, we've been close to it for quite a while, but this is the 100th video of Testing Tuesday. Well, not the 100th video of Testing Tuesday. It's the 100th vehicle I've tested on Testing Tuesday. But it finished at a pretty decent time, especially for a truck, to be there with the Hot Ring Saber, which is the NASCAR vehicle, and the Rapid GT, which is just a Aston Martin DB9, I believe, or a Vantage or Vanquish, whatever. They all look very similar to me. But now let's head on over and see what we can get with it on the dirt track. Okay, let's try this again. I was worried about the vehicle rolling the first time. And what ended up happening was I grazed the side of a railing, I hit a tree, I hit another tree, and then I rolled the truck. So that was just way too messy of a test to even attempt to put on the leaderboard. Yeah, that was a good turn right there. That's one of the ones that I worry about, because you have to slow down quite a bit before you get to that. Leave off the gas a little. Yeah, one of the big reasons I think this doesn't roll too easily is because the suspension's fairly hard on it. I think if it was just a bit softer, it might be an issue with tipping. I hate going up to that. It's so slow no matter what. Okay, now we can gun it all the way through the tunnel. I'll slow this beast down quite a bit. Okay, that's better. That tree to the left back there is the one that I hit. And the other one that I hit was that log laying on the ground right there. Doing good. Everything seems to be just perfect. Don't want to take too much speed down this, or else it's going to be a nightmare to slow down. Give a little gas, you have to hit the brakes there, or else you're going to hit that tree and then gun it. What did we get? 2 minutes 45.307 seconds. That is significantly faster than the last test of this that I did, just because hitting all the trees and stuff. That's why I didn't put that one up. But let's head on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. This time the Canis Kamacho came in even better places. It came in first place on the dirt track at 2 minutes 45.307 seconds, which is very quick considering the Manchez, which is a dirt bike, came slower than the Camacho. So I'm thinking it just has some good off-road speed, because some cars, like say you took something quick like the Adder and you drove it off-road, it's gonna have a maximum speed, but it's gonna be definitely slower than what it ever would be on regular pavement. And it's the same way with the off-road vehicles. The pavement speed's faster, but the ratio between being on pavement to dirt road, once they're on dirt road, they still have a fairly high speed, which is very good for these. But now, let's head on over and do our last test at the drag track. Now for our final test, the easiest one ever. Literally just hold the gas, go in a straight line. There's a tiny bit of turning involved, just because this road has a very small amount of a turn to it. Come on, Betsy. Okay, now it's all straight line. What did we get? 24.127 seconds. Don't know if that's a quick time or not, so let's head on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. On the drag track, it finished in 17th place with 24.127 seconds. That is a very good time, being in 17th place when there's 100 other cars competing against it, and it's a truck, to be going the speeds as the Comet SR and the Garrotti Turismo Classic and the Rapid GT and the Infernus, the Reaper, the Penetrator. Those are all fairly quick cars, which the Penetrator and I believe the Reaper is also a 12-cylinder, which they are fast cars. So for a truck to be going the same speeds as them, and even faster in some cases, that is a very, very good vehicle. By far my favorite off-road vehicle as for performance-wise. Obviously, there's other vehicles that I think look better and are relatively fun yet to drive. But if you want something performance-wise that you want for your races on off-road courses, I highly suggest that truck. The only slight downside to it is the bouncing. Like, if you hit stuff or go too high to jump, it'll bounce quite a bit. But other than that, you are set with it. But I'm going to be ending the video there. Please post in the comments down below of a vehicle you'd like to see me test in the next episode. Whether they are vehicles that are older, that have been on GTA for years, or ones that aren't even in the game yet. Like, there's a newer car, I don't remember what it is, but it's coming out actually the day of when this video airs, which obviously I can't test it yet because I don't have it yet. But maybe I'll test it next week. But I'm going to end the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.